How did you find me? Yellow pages. Nah, I'm just joking. I Googled some of my symptoms on WebMD, and then your information it popped up. How did you know I was legit? I didn't. I just knew something was different about you. Our first conversation. Yeah. It was when you told me I couldn't outrun my problems. I felt that. What were you running from? There was a beef that we had over with some guys on to the next block. I didn't want to. I didn't want no static at all. No pressure. War isn't good for business. How did the beef start? It started over a dice game. But honestly, it started because of a lie. What lie was told? You know how it is. People, they don't like to lose. Marlo was out here claiming them boys was cheating. And I'm watching it and I'm seeing it with my own eyes. They not cheating, but they mopping them straight running through. So he decides he's gonna try to finesse them and pick up his money and then leave. Then what happened? Marlo tells them he ain't leaving without his money. So then they tell him he not gonna make it alive if he don't pay up. What did y'all do? We paid him. We didn't want to die. Well, I didn't want to die. What happened next? Marla decides to retaliate. So, we come up with a plan to rob bruh man. I knew it was a more serious problem. I could see it in his eyes. What do you mean you can see it in his eyes? In the streets, you can tell that this won't be a regular robbery. It's more than that. It's the principle. We gotta make a permanent statement, not to be messed with. Why can't you just let it go and move on? The same reason the bookie breaks your legs for a late payment, even if you're willing to pay more money. Your reputation in the street is all that matters. That's all we got. Your bond is your word. Your word is worth more than gold. So when we get information that you would rather take the money over the principle, That's when we label you in the street as weak and insecure. And nothing is worse than an insecure person, because that's the weakest person in the world. And you will get taken. So, how did the permanent statement turn out? Marlo passes me the Beretta. So, we set old boy up with a girl that we used to sell to. But she owes us a favor. We tell her to go pick a restaurant that has a back alley in it. Caught him slipping. What did y'all do? Boom, 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 boom. That's what I'm hearing. I'm feeling this heavy breathing in my chest. It's just getting faster. So, I put the Beretta right on his dome. I'm ready to blow. Oh my gosh. No. So now Marlo telling me, hey, make the iron sing. So I cock and I breathe and I'm ready to squeeze. All of a sudden my heart beats. It's getting louder and faster. And as I'm getting close to pulling the trigger, I promise you, I think I pull it. And it's gotten so bad to the point where I can't see. And I pass out. And the guy, he just beelines it. Takes off. I was weak. Why would Marlo put you in that situation? I'm a grown man. I can handle my own. Marlo told me the reason he was upset was because the money wasn't his. He told his grandma he needed it for food. So, gambling with his grandmother's money and putting you in harm's way. It doesn't sound like Marlo cares about living. Marlo does care about living. He just has a funny way of showing it. Desiring to live isn't as hard as people make it seem. It's actually a choice. People make these choices every day. Do I decide to jaywalk because I'm impatient? Or will I wait on the crosswalk? Will I decide to continuously eat junk food, knowing the damage it will do to my body? Or will I finally include vegetables? We make these choices every day. But desiring to live, it's not hard. It's a choice. For you to take this with you. Will I choose peace today, or will I choose war? You don't think Marlo wants to live. I believe that you have already concluded the answer to that question.